semester winding down for you?
Not quite in the wind down phase, more in like the everything is going crazy phase.
Okay, right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Wind down is after this.
Yeah, wind down will be like in 2 more weeks, I'd say.
Okay.
I just finished like a huge push to get caught up on grading and tell students this is what you need to do for your final project that's due really soon, so you need to be working on it. Are you working on it?
Yes. Well, good.
Yeah, yeah.
Good.
How are you doing?
Good. Very good. Thanks. Hello, Jackie. Or Katie,
Hello.
okay.
Hello, can y'all hear us?
Yeah. How about you? Y'all hear us good?
Yes, we can. Yay.
Awesome. Great.
That means I did everything right for once.
You did good.
Well, thank you.
Is Alicia?
I'll be right back.
Yes, go right ahead. Yeah. We'll wait on Shannon, of course, but Alicia, is everybody there from your end?
Oh, this is Shannon.
Yes, these can't make it today, but everybody else is here.
Okay.
Hi. No,
Thank
ma'am,
you.
she and Beth are out running around town today.
Shannon forgot to mute herself.
Yes, she did.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. It went very.
I'll mute her.
Good deal.
The power.
Might want to put in the chat that you muted her.
All right, I can do that.
I'm back.
All right.
Oh,
Awesome.
I'm sorry. Was I not muted? I'm so sorry.
You're fine. Being the host of the meeting, I have that power to mute you.
Yeah.
I'm at my mother-in-law's right now, and everybody else is gone, so I have to answer the phone when it rings, which of course it always does when I'm in a meeting. So my apologies.
No problem at all. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and call this meeting to order at 2:03 p.m. Eastern time. And we'll start with the roll call. So we'll just each go around. I'll start, Lindsay Westerfield, and then let's move on to Christy. How about that?
Christy Terry.
Jackie
Jackie Kucher.
and Shannon
Shannon Altman, University of Kentucky.
and Sarah,
Sarah Patterson, KDLA.
and then all of our fine folks at KDLA.
All right, Alicia McGrath, KDLA.
Nicole Gaysgate.
Beth Milburn.
Trisha McCallum.
And that's everybody.
Okay, fantastic. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah already went.
Yes, she did. Yep. Okay, so first item is just to approve the prior meeting minutes, and Alicia sent those out yesterday. Hope everyone had a chance to read over them. I looked over them. I didn't see anything that needed to be changed. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Actually, I have a question. What does the secretary do before I
Oh, yes, by
approve
the
me
way.
being secretary?
By the way, Shannon, by the way,
Yeah.
Alicia, do you want to go ahead?
Sure, thank you. Shannon, basically, if Lindsay wasn't able to make it to a meeting, you would fill in. And good timing, because seeing as of June the 30th, your term ends, and she
Good.
made it here to the April one, you're good to go.
I love it. I will make a motion to approve those minutes.
Okay.
Outstanding. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All right, and that second is Jackie. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed?
Aye.
Seeing none, the motion carries. All right, wonderful. New business. First is the CE update.
Okay, and there really isn't a whole lot, so I didn't do a report. Basically, just want to give you all the financials because that's going to determine option or the next one. In the library certification account, we have $9,503.63. And then the only other thing is currently we have 3 directors that are not properly certified: Metcalf, Floyd, and Wayne County.
Okay.
So, and
Wait, Floyd is Jonathan, isn't it? Jonathan
Yeah.
Campbell? He was
yeah,
on he used to be on this committee. He should know better.
yes, he should.
Yeah. Metcalf and Wayne, they are in my region. I know them well. I was just on a Zoom with them yesterday. Is there anything I can do to help with that at all? Or they're just trying to work on it, I guess?
They're just trying to work on it. And I
Okay.
want to say Sarah, I can't remember if
Casey is at Metcalf
Yeah,
and
Casey,
Logan is at Wayne. Yeah.
yes. And I can definitely get on Jonathan's case. But thank you though, Lindsay. We appreciate it.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
we'll just
I'll
send a
annoy Jonathan too if you need me to.
Yeah.
oh good. Might have to be like a two-pronged attack.
Yeah.
So. But thank you all. We appreciate it.
Okay. Good deal. All right. And then next is certification scholarships amount approval.
Yes, and Sarah handles these. We don't really, unless she might have something extra to say, but probably in June-ish or so we'll open up the certification scholarship for the fall 2025 amounts. So with having that 9,503 in the certification scholarship account, didn't know what you all would be comfortable spending on scholarships. And Sarah, did you have anything you wanted to add or?
No.
Okay. She's looking a few words today, and that's odd.
Well, how much, y'all are the ones that work with this. How much would you all like to have? How much do you feel like you all need? And then my second question is gonna be, how is that fund replenished, especially since all any of us are worrying about is money coming from top down to down to down. So will you all be able to replenish anything?
This is a safe fund. This one is
Okay.
good to go. This is funded through the renewal fees and the
Okay.
application fees, that
Awesome.
$20 fee. So it's safe.
Great. Okay, good, good. So yeah, what would you all like? What do you feel like is necessary or needed?
I threw this one out to Sarah. The only other thing that we use this account for is buying like certificate paper, buying the professional certificates, and that cost, we have tons of certificate paper, and we've been going through, which definitely not a bad thing. We've been going through the professional certificates quite a bit, but I think we can get like 200 of them for like only like $150. So we really don't spend a whole lot on supplies. So, but Sarah and I talked about 5,000. I know, I think for spring, Sarah, refresh my memory, how much was spent, or I shouldn't say spent, but used for scholarships in the spring.
Ooh. 7,000, I think.
Okay. And that's usually what we've done in the past. And I don't know why it's not as, and the healthy is not the correct word. I guess it's because it seems like we do a whole lot of renewal and initial certification applications approval. So it seems like we should have more in there, but we don't. So.
Okay. And so if we've got 9,000 in the account and you all could use 5, that still leaves 4 for supplies and then for any other renewal fees that come in throughout the fall to reevaluate again for the spring, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I think that sounds totally justifiable and reasonable. Anybody have any questions or any discussion about any of that? Well, if not, I will make a motion that we approve $5,000 for certification scholarships for fall 2025.
This is Shannon, I'll second.
Seconded by
Oh.
Shannon. Thank you so much. All in favor,
You.
say aye, raise your hand. Any opposed? Seeing as there is none, the motion carries. Okay, terrific. Thank you all. Great. All right, and then last is board members update.
Right. And just wanted to let you all know this is like I mentioned before. Unfortunately, Shannon's term is at an end June the 30th. We have put forward to the cabinet 3 names for her position, and then the other position we have is the it's been vacant for a while, is the trustee position that also the vacant one also ends on June the 30th as well. So we have put forward 3 names for that one as well. So cross your fingers, your toes, that something happens with it. We'll just put it that way. Beth, did you reach anybody?
Phone number listed, so I'm emailing you. again.
Okay. Beth is currently emailing our legislative liaison at the cabinet. She's the person, we send the information to her, then she sends it on to the governor's office. So hopefully we'll have a more finalized update by the time we meet in July, and hopefully we'll have 2 people assigned to the board so we can actually have a full board, because we haven't had one in a while. So, but that's all I just wanted to say about that, is just let y'all know where we are in that process.
Well, then if that makes this meeting Shannon's last, then let me just say thank you, Shannon, for your service on this board. So has that been 1 4-year term or 2 4-year, or what has been the length of your service?
Gosh, I've served on this committee several times.
Okay.
So I'm not sure how many years. I feel like it's been several.
Okay.
It's something I really strongly believe in, and I'm happy to bring UK to this committee so we can support public librarians in the state. And I like working with KDLA and everybody else on the call. So I'm happy to do it, and kind of sad my term's ending, but time for somebody else.
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see. We might see her again.
And I hope we do very much. Well, that's great. Well, yes, again, thank you so much for that, Shannon. Wonderful.
Yes, thank you.
And while we're just on the topic of thanks, just since we're on the call with our KDLA people, here's just another extension of thanks to you all for what you do, because I know it's a really difficult time. You all don't get the thanks that you deserve for what you do from us public libraries. And so just on behalf of everyone I talk to on the daily and our county and everyone in this Zoom, thank you all for what you do, because we know how important it is. We're beneficiaries of your all's work every day. So thank you all for that, and know that we're supporting you.
Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. That means a lot.
Yeah.
Especially in this time of like uncertainty at the federal level and even some of the state level. It's really nice to know that there's a whole agency that has our backs. And I know you guys are working really hard on behalf of libraries, and that does mean a lot.
Thank you. We
Very
won't stop.
Thank you all.
Let's say.
All right. And there's no old business on the agenda, unless anything else needs to be brought up.
I'd like to bring something up.
Yeah.
Okay, and I do as well.
Okay, go right ahead. Who is
Um,
first?
Beth's gonna go
Okay, go right ahead.
Talking about the same thing. What's your thought?
And we
extension request form.
can't really hear you. I'm sorry.
So we did a survey of our,
Can you hear her?
Now I think we can. Go ahead. Yeah.
of our constituents for our, strategic plan. And one of the topics, or one of the things that was brought up was certification and how it was a waste of money
Okay.
and a waste of time. And I was just wondering how you all, I mean, obviously you all feel a little bit different from things that you've already said in this meeting. But what do you think we can do to put a better light on this subject? I know that it's a struggle for some libraries for the classes and things like that, but we have made it easier than what it was in the past. And I think that some people think that the money doesn't go anywhere, that we spend it on other things when actually we put it back into
Right back in.
certification. So how can we make this sound like a better program than what everyone thinks that it is?
Well, I will say for myself, I would like to think about that, and I definitely will think about it, like to get you a constructive answer. But I will say that my first thought is not so much an answer as to what we could do better, but maybe it's trying to understand why people think that. I do think potentially one, it's like you said, Beth, like maybe people just don't understand where the money goes and that it simply goes back into the program. So that's one possibly, is just re-educating people. But I guess my second thought is I wonder if it could just be there is such turnover in leadership, in directors, that maybe some of the new directors, like they don't understand the benefit of it yet. And so therefore they're not encouraging their staff to also understand the value and the benefit. Like my staff, they know it's something that, okay, sure, like, yeah, you got to take a few minutes to do a form, but they understand the why behind it. They understand that it's about their own growth and development and benefit so they can better serve their community. And so I wonder if it could be just that some younger, newer leadership on the local level doesn't yet get the value. I'm not sure, but I'll definitely give thought to it.
Yeah, and one thought. So the survey, anybody can answer that, correct? Any level of person. That's correct. So that's where I feel that some of that may have come in,
Yeah.
not just new leadership, but new people on the scene. And, there's the daily pressure, and then some people, I know a lot of the young people, well, I don't want to say anything too personal, but there seems to be more of a struggle with like performance anxiety and just completing that. But I feel like the changes that have been made have made it pretty very accessible. Very accessible. It's like they never have to take a college class.
Right.
If they choose not to. But I find that my staff they tend to choose to take those anyway because it's more comprehensive, and they just feel like it adds more to their knowledge and ability to do their job well. But I'd be happy to ask around too and see if there are any thoughts about it.
I can tell you that one of the responses outed themselves as being someone who's been in the system for like 20 years. And they were very unsupportive of the program.
Okay.
Interesting.
I think that having come from, and Shannon all of you can speak to this, but coming from the field of education where it was just a given, you have to do that. I just feel that we want to be looked at as professionals, and if that didn't happen, then we're kind of down a level from those that are required to do certain things to be in their position.
That's how I
think
look at
Yeah. I would say continuing education is you get out of it what you put into it. If you sign up for a webinar and you don't pay attention because you're entering email the whole time, well, then continuing education is not worth much because you haven't got anything out of it, right? So you have to sign up for the webinars that are actually really meaningful or take the college courses that are really relevant to your specific job description. So I think, I mean, if somebody has been in the getting continually certified for 20 years and thinks it's a waste of their time, I would say maybe they have been wasting their time.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, I mean, I have staff members both in the working towards their initial, but then also just working towards renewal, who are all the time sending me classes and conferences and things like, can I do this? Can I do that? Like, I want to join this. So yeah, that is definitely, that would be discouraging to hear. I get that. But man, I'm surprised. So yeah. Maybe it's just a point of continuing to educate people on continuing education. That seems silly. Continue to educate people on what the value is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad Beth said something because I totally had thought about this yesterday, totally forgot today. Based on our last meeting, we did talk about when we had all those extensions to approve.
Mhm.
Lindsay, you had mentioned a form.
Yeah.
So Trisha McCallum did create an extension request form. So we do
Awesome.
have a form now.
So
so-
great, Trisha. That's awesome.
So don't have anybody we've gotten to try it out on yet, but we will definitely do that.
Cool. Thank you, Trisha, for that. And that, I mean, I think that will really, but the next time that we have ones to go through, especially when we've got, like last time we had several, just a form that helps standardize a few of those initial things. How many hours you got, how many remaining, what are you asking for? And then of course, a narrative. So the extension request form is also in the newest update. Oh, the certification manual
Yes.
in the appendix.
Thank you, Sarah.
Oh, awesome, Sarah. Awesome to everybody there. That's outstanding. I can't wait to go look at it. Okay, cool. Well, thank you all so much for that. Terrific. Okay. Any other old business?
I think that's it.
Okay. Fantastic. Well, seeing as there's nothing else on the agenda, I will make a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second? Second by Christy. And all in favor? All right, we stand adjourned at 2:23. It's 1:23 my time, 2:23 p.m. Eastern time. And our next meeting is Tuesday, July 22nd. And thanks again, Shannon. And we wish you all the best. And we'll hope to see maybe some new faces next time.
sounds great. I wish you all the best too. Thank you.
Thank you all. Everyone have a great day.
You all too. Bye, everybody. Thank you very
Thanks.
much.
Bye.